You can't stop me now. Can't stop me now. My feet have come too far for you to tie 'em to the ground. You can't stop me now.
Hello and welcome back once again to the Pad the Nomad YouTube channel. You join me on the side of a road somewhere. I have come from Dalat and I am headed for Hoi An, and you are coming with me on the journey to see what I get up to and give you some tips if you're going to do it yourself. I've been driving for around an hour and a half and I found a really nice cafe on the side of the road, and the road just now through the mountains, beautiful. And I've got another really good stretch coming up. Gemma, being the legend she is doing a voluntary project for the next month, so she's not going to need her GoPro, meaning we're going to strap one on here and show you hopefully some really awesome drives in between our trips to our first stop today, which is called Buon Ma Thout, and then the day after to Kon Tum. So there's going to be a lot in this video, hopefully a lot of driving and a lot of exploring some mountains. So without further ado, let's get into it. It's not all fun roads, I must add that. A lot of the times, especially through towns, weirdly enough, you get this extremely bobbly roads such as this one, which plays havoc with the wing mirrors. I don't know if you can see my right wing mirror. Needs tightening when I get to the next place because these bumps are playing havoc with it. All part of the adventure though, hey. Okay, this bit's a bit nicer, peeps. Let's enjoy this bit of road, hey? Hopefully it's a good run. What a bend, what a gorgeous bend that one was. Okay, so I'm going to leave that in because I like to give a real honest truth about what travelling is like, and this section, the driving. A lot of the trucks, lorries, cars, they do not listen to the middle line, so you need to be well aware of that when you're driving like this. You see a truck, get those brakes on because you don't know how much space you're going to have. So I'm leaving that in, so the message to my parents is I apologise for making you gasp there. Apologies, love you. There you go again. Sorry family, sorry family and friends who were wincing every time a truck comes the other way. I saw that coming a mile off. You probably didn't with the screen, but yeah, I saw that a while off. Either way, the roads are carnage. They're beautiful, but they are carnage. Smiling because I have arrived at the Happy Homestay here in Buon Ma Thout. It's called, somewhere along those lines. You see I've got a double bed, mosquito net, got some space back there, lots of room for activities. And as the name says, they are the happiest and friendliest family. I pulled up, they were like, Happy Homestay? I was like, yes. They go, welcome. They've given me flip-flops, they've got towels. So I'm getting doted on and they are just the loveliest people. We've got Sean, Lee, and the daughter's called Nyang. Just lovely people, and I'm really looking forward to spending the evening with them. We're going to have dinner, sit down with them. Their English is quite good, so I can actually have conversations. So really a good find, and I would highly recommend. I've not even stayed here yet properly. I've been here for like 10 minutes, but I would highly recommend getting yourself here if you're doing this drive. It's good. We are on bicycles, exploring Buon Ma Thout. And we've got Xiang, who's the main owner, and him and his wife used to own the farm that we're going to, but no longer can farm it himself. So instead, his neighbor does most of the farming, and then they split the profits, etc. We're gonna go to the farm, explore a little bit of the countryside of this beautiful place. We've been for coffee, and then we've been for breakfast, though everyone had soup or noodles, which all had eel in. So I've had egg banh mi. Let's go and explore on bicycle and enjoy ourselves. I shall see you in a bit. So we're now pretty much in the middle of a lot of the farmland. To my left here, we have, you see these bushes with the white flower on? This is coffee. I saw this a lot yesterday. This region is famous for its coffee production. So everywhere you go, there's lots of fields full of, at the moment it's in flower, so this beautiful white. So we've got some coffee beans here. Explore the farm.
Coffee bean. Here. Coffee bean.
Oh yeah.
You can look.
Lots more. Now's not the best season for the coffee. There's still a couple of beans around, but they've mostly been harvested already. As you can see, a lot of these are beginning to get their flower pods come through, which means they'll flower and then they'll eventually turn away into these seeds. Some might say this is utterly amazing. Terrible. Welcome back to the side of the road. I'm on quite a main road just outside of Pleiku. I've been driving for probably 3 hours already today. The reason I'm not showing you much is that the road, exactly as Sian, the owner of the homestay, told me, it's really good tarmac roads, as you can see, like some of them double and triple lane highways, not really any potholes, so a really comfortable drive, but arrow straight, honestly, arrow straight, as you will have seen. It was cloudy this morning, the sun's come out a bit, so it's not too bad. I've got about an hour or so left now into Kon Tum. Tomorrow is another monster slog of a drive down into Hoi An, which is the final destination for this section of the journey. So yeah, hoping to tick off a lot of things in Kon Tum today. If not, we'll be up early again to try and see them before we set off for Hoi An. Anyway, I'm gonna eat a sandwich and chill out for a little minute, rest the legs, and then we'll be off again. Final morning then of our trip up to Hoi An from Buon Ma Thout, and as you might be able to hear, we're in one of the main attractions here in Kon Tum, which is the beautiful St Mary's Cathedral, which is primarily constructed from wood. And the sun pops over the top of the church into my eyes. Let's go and explore while they have a little bit of a mass ceremony this morning before they all head off to work and school. You don't have a beautiful church like that without having somewhere for the bishop and the nuns to live. And that is where we find ourselves now, the bishop's house. Although today it is run by the nuns and is an orphanage for the unfortunate young children here in Kon Tum area. So I think that's absolutely beautiful, really nice mindset. And you see it's definitely kids here because this is a dolphin bin. But the grounds so well kept, house dating back a couple of 100 years, still standing strong, and look at the detail, insane. Very, very cool, definitely something to see here in Kon Tum. Keeping on with the theme of amazing architecture, we find ourselves at something called the Na Rong, or Kon Klor, which is a traditional wooden house on stilts of the main ethnic minority here in Kon Tum. Let me just show you it quickly. Wow. This is where the community has their group meetings and decides a lot of the things that go on within the community. So it's a very important part of the culture, as well as being simply magnificent. Can't even see that I'm smiling at you, but it's feeling good. Long slog today up to Hoi An. It is the last section. Some of these roads, I've been told by my friends in here, are horrendous. It's about 280 down to Hoi An. It's going to be a full day. It's nice and early, but still warm. Get a good wedge under the belt. Then we're going to put the GoPro on, have a look at some of the roads. But then on the final stretch down into Hoi An and on the arrival into the town itself, I'm going to try and have that baby strapped to me so you can see the final little stretch of what has been an amazing couple of days so far. And this final day is going to be amazing even still. Right, I hope you can hear all that through the face mask, but let's get going. Just stopped briefly. We've just come off the AL17, I believe it's called, onto the QL14 East, which is heading down towards Da Nang and Hoi An. I had to stop here next to what I'm stood on right now is a bridge/dam. So there is just an amazing reservoir that has just opened up in front of me. very much did make it to Hoi An last night. And some friends of mine were staying in an Airbnb. It was their last evening and there was a spare sofa to sleep on, so I went straight there and we just ordered some food in, had a couple of beers, and it was just a really nice evening, a great way to end that trip. I am now in Hoi An. I've walked around a little bit today. It is beautiful, so I cannot wait to explore properly, but you'll have to wait until the next video before you see it with me. So for now, leave a like, subscribe, help me out, all of that, and I will see you in the next video because I am off for a back, shoulder and neck massage, which is needed after some of those roads. See ya, goodbye.
Can't stop me now. Set my sights on where I'm going at. Ain't turning back around.